Elanor, go.
Welcome. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the Harlequin Salad Hearth YouTube channel. We're not often live on this channel, but here we are. I could hold up today's newspaper and everything. Thank you so much for joining us for this watch party to celebrate the Crit Awards, to celebrate the nominees, to celebrate wonderful storytelling. Ooh, I am getting feedback though.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's me. It could be me. Hold on,
That's
hold on.
awesome.
I didn't mute the YouTube video. That was my bad. Anyway, enough about me. We are joined by the amazing Classic Sam, a pillar of the community, as reflected by your Crit Award nomination. Three nominations, actually. So you are a pillar of the community, an incredible channel runner, and an incredible player for VTM.
How many Snap fans do you have back there? Because I'm loving this.
I know you have
This
multiple.
one. I have this one.
Yes.
I have Zodiacs.
Oh my god.
That one's so good.
There's so many. I have this one that was gifted to me by someone from my channel, Sam the
Oh, I
Ferocious.
love it.
It's so cute.
I
was like,
don't
that's
you have a
amazing.
branded one for your channel? I think I saw
I
that in your
do.
Gen Con
Yes.
pictures.
It is downstairs in the suitcase. And I was like, I should probably go get that. That didn't happen today. It's in the suitcase still, from Gen Con. This one I can't open because this is a kid-friendly channel. I'm assuming it's not
Oh
18
no, it's
plus.
not.
So
Oh
yeah,
no,
okay,
it's
so I don't-
not.
We get raunchy around here.
I know who I
Okay, so-
am as a human
so-
being.
This one,
There we go.
Yes.
yeah, that
Oh,
one's
yeah.
like, okay, cool. And then the last one is for when people want to talk shit. Or when I want to talk shit, whatever the case is.
Well,
But,
shit
yeah.
will be talked.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So I have
Yeah.
plenty of fans. Also, I still have like the cute little aww.
Aw, very sweet.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this is a learning channel, but it's so that adults can learn. I know who I am as a human being, and I use the word fuck like punctuation.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're good.
Yeah, we
It's
good.
a continuing education channel.
We're good. We're good. Okay. Just want to make sure they're all on the same
Yeah.
page. You know.
Oh yeah.
Because I've been on channels that are like, Sam, you can't do that. I'm like, sorry.
Not here.
Like,
We're
okay,
also
I'll
joined,
do
of
it.
course, by Harlequin Gray, channel
Hello.
producer
Hey.
and player in An End to Hunger, playing Mara Venturi. So, Sam, you're kind of going into this a little bit cold. I've told you bits and pieces about the story as we go.
Yes.
So really, yeah, we're thrilled to share this story with you. Thrilled to get your take on it as a horror TTRPG expert and
Oh my
celebrated
God, I'm an
player.
expert now?
Girl, I'm gonna want to pick your
I'll throw accolades on you all day.
girl. I'm
Okay,
gonna want to pick your brain later.
okay,
I'm trying to
so-
write my first horror campaign right now, and Mama don't know what she's doing.
my my community knows that there's something on my channel, Elanor knows this as well, called the compliment bathtub, where I throw people in it and shower them with compliments, and they have to sit in the compliment bathtub. I do not get in the compliment bath.
Hydrophobic.
I totally am. It makes me. I'm scared. It's scary.
Oh, you
Well,
are
any
you-
compliments you want to give me over the next 2 hours, just
just
you
pile
just
them on.
wash.
I will say, yesterday was an odd, like, overly, like, super confident day. I was feeling myself. It was great. I was like, so hi, welcome to my. I had a raid. I streamed yesterday. Had a
Yes,
massive
that's right.
raid from a really good friend, Robert Hartley, super adorable person, and I adore them. And he raided into the channel, and I introduced myself as like, if you don't know me, I am the 3-time nominated, actually 4, Crit Award nominated TTRPG content creator. Welcome to my channel. That is rare. It's a rare occurrence. Usually I'm like, hi, oh my god.
No, I remember I tuned in and there were like 30 people in the channel. I was like, that is what I'm talking about. These are the numbers we need to see every time.
It was wild. I was like, holy shit. So yeah, Robert doesn't normally like pop into the channel. When he does, I'm like, he brings numbers. I'm like, because he brought like 120 people. I was like, what the fuck?
Hello,
I'm like, okay, hey, hi y'all. The
friends.
hell? hi friends. But
Awesome.
I'm excited for this because, as you know, how I feel about Pathfinder. Don't dislike Pathfinder. Pathfinder is fine. However, until I actually play Pathfinder, I'm allowed to talk shit about it.
Absolutely.
You bring it on.
Let this be my argument. I like big numbers. I love me a big number. A 20 on a skill check in Pathfinder is subpar. I routinely get 30, 35.
See, that seems like an overachieving type of thing. That seems odd. That's a weird thing.
Well, some things
Like,
scale. So
like-
level 1 is essentially the same
Yeah,
in
we're
terms
what?
of numbers. It's designed around like D&D is designed around 8.
yes.
Pathfinder 2e is designed around 8 at level 1, and then it kind of scales up from there. It's very harmonious, I will say.
Okay.
But
Okay.
we can talk shit. It's fine.
We're at what, level 7 at this point?
Uh,
Something like that? 6 or
something like that.
7. We're like 6 or
Yeah, I think
7. So
I think you're
we're
level 7. You started at 6.
In comparison to like VTM, relax, dude. So she's annoyed because she wants treats and there's no more. In comparison to like VTM or like D&D, level 7 in Pathfinder would be like what?
7 out of 20. It's the same kind of level progression as
Okay,
D&D.
okay.
Spell ranks as well. So you start level 1 with level 1 spells. At level 3 you get rank 2
Okay.
spells and so on. So
Okay.
same kind of level progression.
correct me if I'm wrong, Elanor, because I am not the resident Pathfinder expert here. I just dabble. But Pathfinder 1e was born out of D&D 3.5.
Correct.
It's kind of become its own, a little bit more of its own system, but
Yes.
because it was born out of 3.5, there are a lot of similarities.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Some of the similarities changed with the upgrade to 2e, and some people say that it bears some resemblance to D&D 4e.
I've never played
Played
4e.
with
Okay.
a 4e player, and he was like, this isn't that much the same. I was like, okay, cool. Well, there you go. But yeah, it's much closer. D&D 5e is actually more similar to first edition Pathfinder, I would argue, than second
Oh,
edition Pathfinder is to first edition.
yeah,
But that being
really?
said, you couldn't pay me to run 1e again. I can't do it. It's too complicated.
I heard it's like THACO, and I hate THACO. I think THACO's the
No,
dumbest thing was like THACO.
they got rid of THACO for 3.
Oof.
But yeah, and then we did, when the OGL controversy happened,
Mhm.
Paizo reorganized under the Orc license. So they have re-released
Okay.
everything for 2e up to this point, except for like some APs and stuff, under the remaster. So we no longer have like schools of magic.
Okay.
Certain words and phrases are gone. Certain spells have been reworded. For example,
Okay.
purify food and drink. Technically, that's a D&D spell. So we have
Okay.
cleanse cuisine, which I find to be so much more.
Cuisine.
Not only that,
Okay.
but we have an
That
oil of cleanse
sounds
cuisine.
so incredibly like avoidably bougie. Like why does it have to be like, okay, you know what? Okay, that's fine. Okay. That's what we're going with,
Honestly,
cleanse
you know
cuisine.
what? That's how we get Sam to play Pathfinder. We play the bougiest one shot that
There
we
we go.
possibly
Yes,
can.
that's how you get me to play, because as everyone knows, which is why I'm having trouble finding a goddamn hotel
Yes,
room.
4 stars or better.
So, are we my father
I can do
bougie?
3.5, but I don't want to do 3.5. Like, why would I? No. Like,
I will hit the
Neither.
button and last question, then I will hit the button because we want to not take up too much of Sam's night as you are in the latest time zone. But
Yes.
are we talking my father bougie or mine papa bougie?
it's more along the like lines of like, is that tap water? Like, it's like that. Like, is that tap water or is like bottled water? Because I don't do tap water. It's like that.
I like
It's
it.
like that. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
It's
that.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll dig out my dresses and I'll wear a goddamn gown if we can get you on to play just some bougie.
There we go.
It has
Fun
to be
for
like
the
the
sake of
most
fun.
Or-
ridiculous, like bougie is like what is happening? Like,
I'm
like
into
you'd be
it.
like, I don't understand what is happening here. Why is
Yeah.
she talking like that? That's what it have to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
into
be
it.
down for that. 100%. 100%.
You ready to
So
jump in?
Let's go.
Let's
oh,
do it. So,
I'm
like
so
any good
excited.
gothic horror, this begins with poetry.
Ooh.
And I know that this does technically begin with a. We're playing. Are we not?
As flickered flame
It doesn't
makes
want to.
Oh,
Doesn't
I
want
don't.
to.
There it
shadows
goes. Okay.
bend, and
Now it
smoke
is.
meets
Okay, cool.
moonlight,
Cool.
cold and blue. When blackest night hails twilight's end.
Also, our
Yes.
character artist for this was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, this is
Hunger
pretty.
turns the flesh to
gorgeous.
fire, and breathing falters,
This is
reason halts. Then
pretty.
creep
Speaking of
the
pretty.
claws of dark desire to rip and split you at your faults.
Little wordplay there. Faults. Doing a little double meaning. No big deal.
Double
Fun
entendre.
fact. The first half of that poem I actually used for the first one shot that I actually ran for the channel.
Stifling,
Ooh, I have no sound.
even 60 feet below the waking
Oh, did
world,
the
heat of
the sound go
marauding
away?
sun
'Cause
will
I can
find
hear it.
you.
I can hear you.
Sweat mixes with the dust of ages.
You want to pump
try-
up the volume a little bit?
stinging your eyes.
I did, and try clicking
far,
watch
clearing this
stream
room
in
is
our.
routine.
I
Back
I
end.
did.
Almost
I'm
enough for you
watching
to let
it.
your guard down.
Okay,
Actually,
that's
Some sort of
odd.
jail complex, a municipal
Oh, I got
building
you.
from
I
the
got it.
Assyrian occupation of
Do I need to
Iraq
pause
fixed
it?
it.
5
Okay, I was like, do I need to pause it?
The city official you
Perfect.
spoke with had little information beyond that to
So
share with you,
this
as well as no
story
records from
actually
centuries of
starts in
history
another
on real
part of the
exist.
world. The main story takes
The
place in
workers who stumbled
Ustalav, which
upon
is
the
kind of the
ruin while clearing the
Barovia.
way for a new
Mhm.
building project
But
could
rather
not
than
tell you
being
much
like
else.
its own realm,
They
it's
say
just like
Marab is a
part of the
city
normal
built on
world.
bones.
So you can just
Trees
like
were picked
go to
clean long
Barovia whenever
ago,
you want and then
leaving
leave.
barely a head start
But
behind.
it starts in Marab,
The only
which
resistance
is
you've met up to
a
now is a rather
kind of an
nasty
Algeria,
infestation of
kind of
necros,
a
undead
United
vermin
Arab
from the
Emirates
Darklands,
kind
who are
of style
sometimes drawn to
place.
the vibrations caused by the surface world. Moro, though your goddess honors
So they're
high-grown
currently doing
creatures
some
who are graced towards
like
them ends when they
ruins,
become
like
a
going
threat
through some
to your
ruins.
friends.
Okay. Okay.
Scenes of brandished holy water, fusing vitality to her attacks with the power of her charisma. Wick tumbled and sliced at the creatures with his rune-etched playing cards, avoiding their sprays of soul-sapping ichor. Thistle swiped at the wriggling creatures, her hands transforming into draconic claws, reducing their numbers one handful at a time. Then the writhing creatures.
Oh, and like as
enveloped
we
their
have to,
friends
we
in a
also
last
do
desperate
have
attempt
the
to
sweetest
consume
little
them.
guy.
Just
Yes.
as
Aw.
you had anticipated.
Yeah.
Your goddess always rewards patience. You released a burst of vital energy, your body becoming a conduit from Shaika's house of eternity in the first world to the mortal realm. The weakened worms smoked and shriveled as the raw golden light of life passed through them, healing your friends in the process. The ruin fell quiet
Because
again,
combat
save
can
for all your
slog,
ragged.
I decided to
Okay.
start with a
You make your
monologue
way via
describing
carriage
how the
here to
party
the Morning
fights
Wharf.
so
Okay.
that the
Marauding
audience
sun
can understand
is
what their
starting
classes
to dip
are
in the
without
Okay.
having to
sky, and
actually
there's a
like
cool
sit
breeze
through
coming
a
off of
combat
the
before
inner
they
sea.
started
combat,
to get
yeah.
to
It
know
is
the
not quite the
characters.
height of summer yet. We're actually
Which, just
still
so you're
in
aware,
early spring. But as we
at
established last
PAX,
episode,
I'll
the
be
heat of the
talking
Moravian
about
sun is going to find
doing
you, no matter
role
where you
play
are within the
in
city's
your combats,
confines.
so it doesn't slog.
You
Completely,
go to
yeah.
meet your
It's like
employer, Count
such
Emmerich
people don't think
Moncrief,
about that. There are
Professor
some systems I
Emeritus
think
of
that
the
are
University
it's
of
easier to
Leifestad,
role play in
art
combat than
historian,
others.
esoteric
Mhm.
expert,
And D&D it
purveyor
can be
of
a
the
little
bizarre.
difficult, or like D&D
You
style
received word that
D20
he,
style
along
games.
with
But
his
yeah,
yacht, is
it
docked
should be
in the Morning
encouraged, I
Wharf.
think, too,
Yes.
from the
Make your
GM as
way
well.
to
And we
Trek
do try to
Earth.
do a little bit of that when we fight.
Emmerich calls out to you,
For this
"My
collection of
fine gentle fellows. All's
there are
well,
very
I
few
take
male
it?"
NPCs in this game. Emmerich is one
Okay.
of them.
As well, that is well, my dear.
I love Emmerich, and I
That's
loved our
Oh,
back and
my
forth with
lady
the
Morrow,
wrestler.
How well you look.
Oh
Quite
yes,
fine
he'll be
indeed,
coming up
you.
later.
Fine team you four make. Yes, quite fine. Come aboard, and tell me all about it.
Quite a solid bounty you found this time, Emmerich.
I always
It's going to
aim
be
to
really
please you,
interesting
my
to see
lady.
how our production
Did we
value
find some little
changes
treasures
throughout
to
all
add
of
to our
this, too.
collections?
Right.
Yeah, the sound mixing for sure. And that was another reason doing the arcs is like it's an opportunity
Wonderful.
for
Well,
me to go back
Come
and tweak a
aboard
little
and
bit.
join us. We've
It's
supper laid
always
out. I'm sure
funny.
you've worked up quite
Yeah.
the appetite.
It's always funny to go
I
back
think
and
that
watch
from the
something
moment
that
Wickham
you
entered this room,
when you
he went
first
into
start because
full-on,
it's
like,
like you're
rather,
like, oh, it
halfling
feels
where
weird.
he's
You're like,
starting
oh my
to
god, I don't
pick
want to
up
do it. I don't
every
want to do it.
single type of
But you should always do it.
delicacy off the table. I think at one point he would have.
Well, this
Yeah, more than
this
just
party scene we actually
powering
had to
all the cheese,
redo because the
everything. I think at
audio
one
was
point
so
before Log left,
wackadoo.
like him and
Like
Log might
there
have
was a
been, like,
portion where you could only hear Harley, and there was a portion you could hear everybody but her. So we
Oh,
just
wow.
decided to redo the
That's why the
entire
pig
party
is missing
scene,
a leg.
which was funny because the first time
I also think Wick is
the party was
takes
like,
his
I don't
employment
know, like,
very
da, da, da.
seriously.
Like it took
So
them a
I
while to
think
figure out, like
Right.
Emmerich, their
knows this
patron,
is,
has like gathered all these
trying
people
to
basically to
talk
like,
business.
if
He
you want to
would
sleep
like
with these
to
people, please feel
kind of
free.
If you want to
So
sleep,
the second
Emmerich, just
pause.
kind of motion to his satchel to let him know
You
that
can't
Emmerich-
just slide past that.
Emmerich enjoys the finer things in life, whether it's, you know, delicious food,
Or
fine
boinking.
drink, and good company. Yeah.
I mean, okay, but you can't just slide past and just sleep with people. Like that's not a conversational segue.
Yes.
That's a conversation stopper. Like
Yeah.
Well, I mean, spend enough time around me and it won't phase you anymore. I am a recreational and professional whore.
I mean, look. Whatever floats your chicken, I am happy for you.
If men
That
are going to
being said-
objectify me, they're going to pay me for it.
That which is fine, but what I'm saying is you can't. There's certain sentences like ask Elanor. Hey Sam, how was your day? Oh, it's fine. I got hit by a car, but like I would love a margarita. You see how that's kind of fucking weird? That actually happened.
Yeah, it's kind of becoming a catchphrase at this point.
Yeah,
The first time that we went through
so it's
this,
the same thing. Oh,
well, the first time we went through this one shot, we were still in the player mindset of, I gotta look for where the trap is. So we didn't want to touch anything. The second time we
Okay.
went through, we were so much more relaxed because we're like, we know there's no trap hiding here. So the
Right.
characters relaxed more and we had more fun. And I think Sinza actually got luckier the second time around
Sure
okay.
did. Sure
because we
did. Yeah,
weren't
one
looking for the wolves in the trees.
Yes.
Right. You're kind of just like, okay, got it.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know, there's you gotta ease into some things. Saying it just can't just pop it out. Just popping things out.
Ooh.
Just put it on the table, okay?
Just
mean, you
just
could.
slap that thing out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you
just
could put it just
whack
put it on the
right on
table. Some people like that. You know, like I
Oh,
said, whatever
man.
floats your
It's
chicken.
safe with him, and he has it. Rest assured, it's safe.
And that's our sweet baby
absolutely.
full-grown man,
And
Wick.
Emmerich appreciates that. You've known
Yes.
Emmerich
We love our
a
sweet
good
baby
long
full-grown
while,
man.
I'd say probably
Aw.
at least 5 years at this point, if not
Very
more.
interesting take on like a rogue and a
So
thief.
you have
One who does not
definitely
enjoy
been at
lying.
parties like these, maybe
Which
in an
I
How does that work?
adored
capacity
Dawn.
from
Dawn
time to
came to
time,
through. She's
or
one of my learn to
blending
play
in with
D&D
the
players. I
background.
am her
So,
first
yes,
ever dungeon master.
You see Emmerich
She'd
Oh, nice.
put
She had
the
apparently
finger to the
wanted
side
to
of his
play an
nose in the
audition.
gesture
I
of
just do casting calls.
understood.
When we did
Since
Eleanor's
you
first Pathfinder
are
one-shot on the
interacting
channel,
with Emmerich,
but she
with
didn't feel
Moya,
like she
with
had any
Elanor.
experience and didn't
This
feel
really-
like she
you're
could do
very
it, so
familiar
she
with these parties,
didn't.
like you said,
By the
but
time
Okay,
we were
got it,
casting
got it.
for End
this
to
feels like what you're
Hunger,
starting to get
she
as you're
had a few
chatting
D&D
with
sessions
Moya,
under
the
her
priestess of
belt. She
Desmond,
felt
you're
like she
chatting
could
with Rodar,
kind of fuddle
who
her
is
way
an
through
elfin
it,
from the
and
land of the Lenorian
it's really, really
kings, who
interesting
decided to
seeing the
leave
choices that
his
are made
homeland to not
through
try to
someone who
scrabble
doesn't
for
have all
some
these
petty little
stereotypes
kingship, but
already in
to
their
see
head.
the
Right,
world.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
It is occurring to you, and there's a
Chat, how
there's a
is the
couple
sound mixing? Is the
fleeting
video
little
too
micro
loud, or how are we
expressions
doing?
Emmerich's face. You're a peer.
I am gonna go ahead and
I
knock this
haven't
sound
played it,
down
so.
just a
In a
little bit so that we don't. No, play. I want you to
way
play.
that you really
Because I don't want us and the video at the same level, or it's gonna be real hard to hear
Yeah.
everybody.
used to that
Right,
either.
exactly.
He's
I just turned
doing
muddy.
what he can not to talk down to you, as it were, but it is common and natural for him to ask you to refill his cup. Or
Yeah, so
to
Nikki's character,
perform, or
Sinza,
he
is
will
actually
prompt you
a ward
say
of
something or to
Emmerich
show off
Montcrief, was
your
given
studies.
to
Oh,
Delicious.
to them, yeah,
But that
when
is
she
the
was
hierarchy
young.
that has been established
Yes.
between the two
So
of you,
it's
and
this
it
interesting thing of like
is
the character that Nikki plays is very much like that tension of going from being a child to being an adult,
Okay.
and everything that goes along with that, because as Our Lady Brittany said, not a girl, not yet a woman.
Right.
So, but that tension is kind of built into the character. The role that Cinza occupies in the narrative is the only one where the backstory is semi-fixed. There
Okay,
always
got it.
has to be someone who is Emmerich's ward and someone who is between the ages of 21 and 24 for the whole story to work.
So why does he need a ward? Is this like a
I
secret
can't-
super?
I
Oh,
can't
it's
tell
super
you.
secret. Okay, it's super secret.
Actually,
I love
later in
super
this
secret.
episode, you do start to understand why. So
Okay, got
so
it.
every player, I wrote 4 backstory stories, and 4 hungers, and I said everybody pick a backstory and pick a hunger. So
Got it. Okay.
yeah, so Dawn picked the backstory where Audrina, Emmerich's wife, is teaching them how to pick locks, and ends up kind of tricking them with an explosive lock. And yeah, explosive lock, yeah.
Tricking them as in
Well, to
they
teach
can
them a
blow
lesson.
themselves up.
Mhm.
Okay.
To not take it off, to don't take it for granted. They notice the gunpowder on the lock and they just brush it aside.
At this point, I think
I mean,
Emmerich is still trying to, because you're.
it is
you're
also
young,
classic for people
I think
to
Emmerich is still
do
trying
that.
to figure
Like
out what
players,
he wants.
every time I've GM,
So,
people,
you
I
get a
have
sense
players who do
that
that thing where they just,
the dwarven
this is
woman
not a big deal,
and,
and then it blows up,
and Ronar,
and
so
you're like,
Moya or Ronar
whoops.
were
Yeah.
possibilities.
Actually, that was a
for
big
you.
deal.
Yeah.
And then
And
chose the hunger for love.
Ronar was sort of the first
And then
to give you that.
Moro's backs.
give
Which
you
one
that
did you
attention.
choose?
So
I chose
think
love.
now, with that
You chose
high
love?
roll,
I'm love.
I thought you
what
chose-
immediately
oh, okay.
recognize is that
I'm love.
We've
I'm love.
dropped bits and
watching to see which
pieces.
one
Oh, that's right. Wick
Okay.
is fame. I forgot.
Wick is fame.
He's hunger
Wick
for
is a
fame.
performer. Morrow
And then
is
your backstory
love.
story was
She's got this kind of a complex because she's
Okay.
a war priest domain cleric. She's a battlefield healer.
She's a what now?
War priest domain cleric.
Yeah, there are 2 flavors of clerics in this game. You're either a war priest and you wear armor and you can wield weapons as well as wielding
Okay.
spells.
Okay.
And then there's cloistered, which means you don't necessarily wield weapons or wear armor, and you have a greater access to magic. But both can heal. So essentially, a war priest cleric is one of the best like all-rounders in the game
Okay,
because
okay.
they function in many different situations. And
Got
war
it.
priest
Okay.
clerics actually the damage dice for their weapon, if they're wielding their deity's favorite weapon, actually goes up by
would
1.
definitely
Which I
be
think I
Because there are a
should
lot of
be.
deities.
And she says,
I think I should be. I think you built it that
Yes,
way.
I did build it that way, yes.
Okay,
Because there's so
okay.
many deities in Pathfinder where their favorite favorite weapon is the dagger, which is
Right.
kind of annoying. So if you're
Which is kind of annoying.
It is, because you don't get sneak attack. So if you're a war priest cleric, at least you're rolling a d6. So at least you're rolling basically like the standard damage.
Once again, pause. What do you mean you don't get sneak attack?
Oh, clerics don't. Rogues
Oh,
do, though.
okay.
Clerics
Okay,
don't
okay,
because
okay.
yeah, we're
Not
not.
only do rogues get sneak attack, but as long as they meet the conditions, they can do it every time they attack, not just once per round.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Wick
mean,
has done some terrifying stuff.
I mean,
And sneak
love
attack
that.
damage
Whatever.
can double on a crit.
whatever.
whatever.
I mean, that sounds cool. Fine. Whatever.
Sure.
It's just a little cool. It's just
Here,
a
let's
little
pause for a second so you can hear my amazing like Skyrim accent.
Around the drinks are on me, and I don't think she looks at Emmerich on her way out the
Oh,
door
I
with
think we
both
missed
of
it.
them,
That's okay.
but
Yeah, so scenes
makes-
is essentially
it is
pulling
seeing 3 people leaving at
to
once.
We can
people.
rewind it.
Obvious enough.
Yeah.
And she
okay.
she will
So
want to
I've kept the
also
party scene
use
in,
them to
or
participate
sections of the
in
party scene
provided
in the
information
watch party
rather
to
than
like
it not
get
run
people a sense of the
Okay.
characters and
effective adoptive quote unquote
sort of what
family
they're
members of
about. So Wick is very much
people from
interested
that
in
family.
food. Scenes is very much interested in keeping Emmerich
Well, I like that
guessing.
transition. That was a cool transition.
Yeah, so cameraman Groucho, big shout out to cameraman
Yeah.
Groucho, is handling the camera for us and builds all the sets.
That was a cool, very good transition.
Let's just say I am
Thank
not
you.
necessarily familiar with parties of this persuasion. Like Morrow, like I said, she is a battlefield healer. She has some control issues,
That is what you want, my
which you will see. But those
Okay,
those really come from if people just do what I say, everyone will be fine. No one will get hurt. No one will die. If people just do what I say, we'll be okay.
Pragmatism
Oh,
and
so the complete
profitability.
opposite.
Everyone
Okay,
whispers
got it.
sweet nothings
Of
in my
what
dear
should
mother-
actually
my
happen.
ear, my dear.
Completely.
Listen to the healer and we'll be fine.
No, don't tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
That's basically Scene's response to all of it. Actually, I think I'll do what I want, but thanks.
So the door closes
Yeah, and then Thistle's
Emmerich,
Thistle's hunger is for power. So
is
Thistle,
standing over a map.
Rafa
You recognize
built
the map
Thistle very
is
interestingly, and I asked her later, I was like, "Did you do this on purpose?" And she's like, "Yeah." But based on how she built the character has access or connections with each of the 4 magical traditions: arcane, divine, primal, and occult. So that gets referenced later. You might see that. I think you will. When they encounter a dragon. But
Yes, that
but
dragon
yeah, so
autism.
she yes, so she kind of has like this almost avatar aspect to her magic where she's getting it from multiple sources, from her ancestry, from her background, from her class, and her heritage. So ancestry and heritage are 2 different things. Your ancestry is essentially your species, and then your heritage is it's either like a species thing, like for elves, it'd be like an Arctic elf or a wood elf or something like that.
Okay.
Or it's like different blood, like a Freet or
Mhm.
an Oread for, something like that, or a Nephilim.
Right.
Things like that. So she's getting magic from every place basically that she can.
So it sounds like backstory is a big deal. Because you know how in D&D, like, you could have backstory, you could not. You could kind of fudge it as you go. But it sounds like backstory is a big deal for Pathfinder.
Yeah, you assume that you have a little bit of experience coming in because level 1 characters in Pathfinder tend to they have more HP than a level 1 D&D character is. They already have their subclass. We actually don't
Ooh.
call it subclass. We don't have a name for it.
Okay.
But every class has subclasses, and there's no name for what that is, but it's a subclass. So you already get that at level 1. So yes, the assumption is by the time you start your level progression, you do have a little bit of life that you've already lived. So your ancestry gets you your base level of hit points, and then the class will build off of that.
Got it.
Your heritage will get you special features. Your
So this sounds like
background will get you
homework.
skills. Some people see it that way for sure. But
Okay.
we have a lovely little cheat sheet, and it's called Path Builder. So it's very
Okay,
much like a
okay.
D&D style, D&D Beyond style
Okay.
character builder, but it's completely free. You can
Oh,
pay the
cool.
creator. Yeah, you can pay the creator if you want to use all of the features. And I think all those features are essentially just like storing your characters in the cloud as opposed to
Okay.
just like on your local hard drive. But it's all free, and every time something comes out, very quickly he'll build it into a JSON and just upload it to Path Builder. So within like a few days to a week of content coming out, you can start playing with it. He doesn't do that for Red Razors, doesn't do that for the play tests, but the playtest content is available on Demiplane for free. So if you want to play with the playtest content and you want to build the character digitally, you can do it through Demiplane.
Right.
So, yeah.
Also, like, Mora is
Okay.
the only Pathfinder character I've ever really built.
Yeah.
I will say Pathfinder, being able to play with Path Builder was really, really fun It sounds like
Mhm.
homework until you start building it, then it becomes a fun little puzzle for your brain.
Ooh, so what I'm hearing is that it's a ADHD sinkhole is what you're saying.
Yes.
You're
It
saying that
can be
I'm
for sure.
never, ever, ever, ever going to come out of that. Great,
Nope.
cool. Sounds fun.
It's funny when I show new people Path Builder, there's actually a button that you can hit before you create a character, and it's core only, and it
Okay.
only shows you stuff from the player core 2, and GM core, so that you
Uh-huh.
could like block out all of the noise of like all the different
Yeah.
ancestries and a million different
Yeah.
feats, and it just like streamlines it down to like the basics.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that'd be bad for me. Be like, where's Sam? She's doing a Pathfinder
She's still
character.
building her character.
Still,
It
3
happens.
weeks later.
3 weeks later. Finding out how everything synergizes. But yeah, so Emmerich is giving the party their mission,
Mhm.
which is to go to Ustalav. He wants to take back one of the counties of Ustalav, which is currently occupied by the undead. So one of the major threats in the world of Pathfinder, the Pathfinder world actually updates in real time now. It didn't used to, but now it does. So one of the major threats is the Lich King Tar-Baphon.
My favorite is real time updating.
Yes. So he's
That's my favorite.
over. I think he's a little over 4,000 years old, or a little under.
Okay.
The head of an organization called the Whispering Way, which is dedicated to turning the entire planet into an undead planet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That
and
sounds lovely.
yeah. So he ruled Ustalav for about 600 years, and then was defeated by the Shining Crusade.
Okay.
And locked in a tower. And he only recently escaped. He escaped in 2017, or 4717 in Pathfinder years.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And so yeah, so now he's sitting on an island. He got his shit rocked. So he's still like recuperating, but in the
Okay.
meantime, like his generals are, causing trouble in certain places. So what Emmerich is basically saying is like,
What is happening?
I know, right? So he's like,
What do you
I've
mean?
well, if you gotta take over the world, you gotta break a few eggs. And by that I mean, kill millions and millions of people and turn them into your undead army. It hasn't happened yet, but he's working on it.
So we're to accompany this person.
This
the
sounds like a
creator,
therapy
just-
session. Or someone needs a therapist. Like that's what it sounds like.
Yes, a man.
Yeah,
Like,
basically.
talk it out. Use your words. What the fuck?
Very much. Yeah. So part of Ustalav has never been fully cleansed of the undead menace. So Emmerich, as an artifact dealer, is like eyeing this place and be like, look, think about all these artifacts that are just here. Nobody's using them, all these castles and all this stuff. So he's like, I found this alchemist who can make a substance that can neutralize ghouls and neutralize zombies, which are like the foot soldiers of the undead. So he's like, go to this place, get the raw material. So this is why Scenes' backstory is important.
Right.
Because to get the raw material, Emmerich says, okay, you've got to go to this specific barony that is ruled by this young woman whose father just died, who you met when you were a child, when you were 12. Don't you remember? And she's like, meow. I do remember, actually. So the premise, whatever player plays this character had an experience where they're a ward of the Moncriefs, they're 12 years old, the Baron and his daughter, who's their same age, come to visit. They sneak away and go up into the attic where a lot of the treasures are. And Radia is able to manipulate this magic mirror to like show different things in the mirror. And that's it. They sneak back, and then in the middle of the night, her and her father leave. Never heard from her again. Until right now, right? Where it's like, now you have to go to her house. her
Right,
dad is
right.
dead, and you have to somehow
You're not my
convince her to do something. Yeah, to do something that her father refused to do. Go have fun. And I always put it to the player. I say, you can choose to not remember this. You were 12. It was one day. It's fine. You can remember pieces of it. You can misremember it. Exactly.
I remember
What
one
you
day
do
when
with
I
it
was
is up to
12.
you.
Yeah.
Completely.
Like,
But
I
it's
remember one day, that's
interesting.
it. It's weird.
Yeah, but it's interesting how both players had different interpretations, but they both chose to remember it exactly. And they made it actually to be a very pivotal moment in their
Okay.
development.
So
Yeah.
how often do you guys play this?
We play
So
once a month,
Once a month.
Okay.
but
Okay.
And then we
Eleanor
try to
is
get 4 episodes in the can.
Eleanor's amazing and formats our streams in a way so that we can cut each stream up into 4-hour-long episodes and release once a week on YouTube.
Oh, ooh, yeah. So you guys play for 4 hours.
Usually a
Usually
little
like 5.
longer with breaks, yeah.
Yeah, we take breaks.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, please, the
Here's
one
the
shot
thing.
that we ran with Nikki was like
I
7.
feel like
Yes.
I feel like when you're playing, you don't feel that 4 or 5 hours.
No, and
Like-
they're enraptured every time we end the session. They're like, "No,"
It's
which is
over?
such a good compliment.
You'll see when we get to Captain Kai, I
Ooh, yes.
zoned the fuck out during Captain Kai's monologue and just completely forgot that I'm supposed to be participating
No. You're not
because
supposed to
I was just so enraptured by this character.
Just listen.
Let the
Just
stories
listen.
seduce you. Isn't that what they
Just
say?
listen. All you do is listen.
And this,
I love
this
when
was
that
because
happens
he
when
told
you
you
like
no
where you're
then
doing
to
a
the
monologue
exclamation
and then
mark?
your player's just gonna go, oh.
No, it's been very gratifying. So I did run this campaign before at home. So
Okay.
I'll make references from time to time to the first time. And the first time was actually all men.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize it was
Which-
all men.
Yes, it was 100% men,
Yeah,
including
I-
cameraman Groucho was one of my
I
players.
haven't seen her in some time. At
Um,
least we do have.
But
a
yeah,
connection.
it's
If she
interesting to
remembers
see
me,
the
that could be used
parallels
to
between an
our
all femme
advantage,
cast
and
versus
I
an all male cast. But
I remember
Mhm.
her being very
to their
nice, and I
credit,
think
Cameraman
she would be
Groucho is
reasonable,
fabulous, and
but,
2 of them were girl
um,
dads, so they definitely weren't
basing-
like the
basing
stereotypical
diplomatic
like
relations off of
grognard kind of,
a play
player.
date amongst preteens.
Yeah.
seems,
Which is
a
actually
bit of
funny.
a-
My friendly
a
local game
stretch.
star is actually called
Uh,
Grognards, and it's kind of tongue in cheek because they really do try to not play into that stereotype. Like they have, LGBT stuff in the
Yes,
window, and they try to be very
mentioned in the
inclusive, and
past.
they're always great to me when I come in and run
Oh,
games. And there are women on the
Aw.
staff, and so they really don't have any place for like the old,
Yeah.
like
eh.
boys rule,
Don't
girls
be
rule
weird.
kind of. Yeah, exactly.
But you're right.
Which unfortunately is still a contingent.
Still a thing.
Well,
Yeah.
it's really interesting because, well, I met Eleanor because she came on my show Hail to the Heroines, which is an all-femme cast, so I kind of accidented my way into running. And the first time, okay, I started Hail to the Heroines because I don't remember why, but I was mad at men.
Okay.
Didn't
Fair
want to
enough.
listen
Need a
to
reason.
No, they did something specific. I just don't remember what it is.
It's fine.
And I'm like, I'm doing DM prep. I want to listen to an AP while I do my DM prep. I can't find one that's all women. So with my two
yeah.
threat, well, and then like now, even to this day, I still have people recommend maybe the same 2 or 3 to me.
Right. It's always the same 2 or 3, but there are a few, but like to get a recommendation from them is kind of hard to get a recommendation. I mean, there are a few. If you if you scroll, they just don't name themselves as all femme. They just
So
happen to be all.
just so I
Yeah.
understand, we are paving the way for
And
the laboratory.
So I to my 2 threads followers at the time posted like, hey, this is a thing I'm thinking about doing, just like a one shot, like a one off. Would anyone be interested? And I'm like, maybe I'll have like a response or 2. 117 messages later, I've decided that women just want dice.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you just want to play with the clicky clacks. That's it. It's literally what it is.
It became this whole series, and Eleanor played on the second ever. Actually, everyone but Dawn on this show met playing on the second episode of Hail to the Heroines.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
When do we leave?
And I actually played Audrina, who is
Okay, so
Emmerich,
I
Emmerich's
do
wife.
have a question here.
Sure.
not take you down.
the combat's over. Like, so you started with the combat, but you kind of explained the combat instead of allowing them
Yes.
to do that. So do
Yes.
you do that every single time?
No. So
No.
we don't get into actual combat until episode 4.
Oh, wow.
Episode
Okay.
4 is actually mostly a combat.
Okay.
So yeah, so we'll get into combat when it's like plot
Okay.
relevant, essentially. And I do a couple modifications when we do combat, even though this is an actual play.
Mhm.
I go, instead of by HP, I go by hits, number of hits that they get on
Okay.
the enemies. I'll give the enemy a
Okay.
number of hits that they take to go down. Um, that's really it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that, yeah, most combats in Pathfinder are designed to be done in 3 rounds, I would say.
Really?
Yeah, maybe 5 if you're feeling feisty about it, but they're
If you're
not
feeling
supposed to be
feisty.
like, yeah, you want your, we don't do like layer actions, we don't have legendary actions.
Mhm.
So in general, there's different levers that you pull. So every creature has a level.
Mhm.
So a
Mhm.
level 1 creature is going to be a fair fight against a level 1 PC.
Got it. Okay.
So the
So
standard
there's no real
practice,
leveling. There's no real like trying to like balance
there
like
is
with
balance is key. So the classic boss lackeys is
Mhm.
2 up, 4 down. So the
Okay.
boss is 2 levels higher than the party, and the lackeys are 4 levels lower. And you
Okay.
have 1 boss for every 4 lackeys.
Got it. Okay.
If you
Okay.
want if you want a slugfest, it's same level as the party, but 1 less combatant.
Right.
That's
Okay.
that's a slugfest. And then if you actually want it to be just a knockdown drag out fight, same amount, same level.
Got it.
So yeah, there's different levers you can pull there, but because everything is numbers based, everybody's AC is within about 4 of each other party wise, depending on what class you are.
Mhm. Mhm.
Same with your saves. So it's, you can feel the difference between level 1 and level 3, because by level 3 you've become an expert in some things, which means
Mhm. Mhm.
you're adding another +2 to your proficiency bonus,
Okay.
and level is also added to your proficiency bonus. So at level 1, something that you're proficient in would be your like your main stat. Let's say it's +4 for your ability
Mhm.
modifier, +3 because that's 2 plus your levels. That's 7. But by level 3, it's going to be +4,
Mhm.
and then your level's going to be 3, so that's 7. And then if you're an expert in it, that's another 4, so that's 11.
So
So the difference,
it sounds like your players are less likely to go, when can I level up? Because they're literally almost always leveling up.
See, you
completely, yeah.
Some
say
way, shape, or
that,
form.
but we're also all indoctrinated by D&D.
Yeah,
So
we can't help. When am I gonna level up?
Well,
I'm
that's the thing, because just D&D characters can do less stuff. They have
Yes.
less trained skills, they
mhm.
have less feats, and they have less like character, like special abilities than
Mhm.
Pathfinder
Mhm.
characters do. So you're not going to pull out all your tricks every combat in Pathfinder necessarily, but in D&D you're doing basically the same stuff every time.
Right.
So
Right.
you want to level up so that you can get more stuff in your repertoire. Whereas in Pathfinder, by the time you're ready to level up, it's because you've done everything, right? You've
Right.
done
It's
everything
like
that you can do.
yeah.
Now you're ready
Yeah.
for more.
Yeah.
In
Okay. Okay.
8
Okay. I mean,
streamed sessions, which, because we didn't hit a full 4 every time we streamed, that's about, we've recorded what, 26, 27 episodes at this
right.
point.
27.
We've only leveled up once, and I'm still learning things that I can do. I was treating Morrow
Rude.
like a D&D cleric, like an
Mhm.
intelligence-based caster, and she is.
Okay.
I also have
Or
the
wisdom based.
high. That's what I meant. I keep doing that. I
I know, it's
play
okay.
specifically clerics and wizards, and I always get the scores flipped. But I was treating her like a wisdom-based caster, and she is.
Mhm.
But last session, I actually had pointed out to me that she has the highest strength score in our entire party.
So you can whack away.
Oh yeah, I got a mace and I'm
Yes.
ready to use it, baby.
I love it.
Let's go.
I'm
So
just saying though, like just because you guys have like, oh look, you got the stuff because D&D went the wrong direction. That's the only reason why you got the stuff.
I mean, we'll
Anyway,
take it.
moving on. whatever, whatever.
I've seen this conversation happening, and I'm like, look, I love that people love D&D, but I also find D&D fans some of the die-hard D&D fans are some of the most
So here's the thing.
insufferable people I've ever met.
I always loved D&D. I will always love D&D, but there are too many games in the
Yes.
TTRPG space for me to stick with D&D. Like
Completely.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. I have not played D&D since 2024.
Yeah.
That was the last time I've actually played and sat at a D&D table.
I think Wild
Yes,
Beyond the
2024.
Witchlight is the only module I've ever run.
And I don't do modules.
Everything else, okay, Stormwreck Isle, but that's my learn to play, and it was picked because it is very beginner friendly.
No modules, homebrew. No, I'm just kidding.
But no, everything else I've done is homebrew.
So,
That's why I'm like,
yeah.
I want to pick your horror brain because I'm homebrewing an entire horror campaign because I'm like, no, we're doing it my way.
I
Yes.
am bad at horror. That being said, I will do horror because I adore vampire. I will play in a horror. I will be AP in a horror. I am bad at I think I'm bad at GM in a horror.
I thought I would be too, but I've been watching Elanor do this for so long, and I am just
Well,
enraptured, and I genuinely
say
think that I
this.
can
Here's what I will
learn.
say, and I'm gonna plug someone who I absolutely adore.
Absolutely.
And he is amazing at horror in a way that made me hate mushrooms. Hate mushrooms now because of this man.
Not the mushrooms.
Clark, aka Clarks and Rex from Chillin' in the Party podcast. They do a D&D actual play over in Chillin' in the Party. They're called Dungeons and Durags. Super cool people. I absolutely adore them. They've run several Halloween specials on my channel and on other people's channels with me playing as well. That man could do horror to the
Nice.
point where during the game I'm like, whatever that is that you're describing to me, one, fucking ill. Two, fireball. I want to leave. What do you mean? Why is it making that noise? I hate mushrooms now. I hate you. This is gross. We gotta go. Hate it here. What's behind me?
Right.
Yeah.
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 Well, yeah, we're doing New Orleans with Dungeon Samster over on Bad Ideas, which has been very fun.
I love Samster. Samster also does horror really, really well. Like really
Yes,
good.
I'm very impressed, and being able to mitigate, like he moves the
Yes.
spotlight so well. I'm very impressed
Yes.
with how he does
Well,
that.
I think that comes from running two completely different systems at the same time.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because
Good on
he's
him.
currently running Vampire the Masquerade
Mm-hmm.
and Werewolf the Apocalypse at the same time.
That's gotta be
In the
confusing.
same story.
I've LARPed in the same
Ooh.
story.
Yeah.
Woof. All right.
Yeah. There are currently 4 vampires, 4 werewolves trying to work together to figure out a thing.
Well, damn.
It's chaotic. It is chaotic.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Shit,
Yeah.
bro.
So Samster, chef's kiss. Adore you,
Absolutely.
Sam.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a Sam.
We should
If you
jump
can-
forward to Captain Kai because I
Captain
definitely
Kai.
want to show you Captain Kai for
Yes.
sure.
Okay, let's.
So that's episode 3. So it's pretty close.
Okay.
There we go. This is
Yeah.
my absolute favorite NPC. The moment I can get figurines and fan art, I'm fucking gonna. Elanor, I have a 3D printer. Send me the link to the mini. I will buy the file and make my own.
That's right. Yeah, and we
I love that. I
download
love
these
that.
from Hero Forge and we put them into
Yes.
Tailspire.
Tailspire.
Oh yes, I love. That's what you're using. I was trying to figure out. I was like, this is not Incarnate.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Yeah,
does this look
Tailspire.
so familiar to me? And I couldn't figure
Yeah.
out. Now I know what it is. Okay, thank you.
It
It's
is
so cool, and I love how
Tailspire.
like cute it is too. Like with the
Yeah.
fire effects, rather than being like a
Yes.
3D, it's actually just like different like fire tokens that swap.
It's so cute. Yeah, it's so cute.
But yeah,
And-
here's Captain Kai and her crew.
I favorite NPC. If I could just have a whole campaign following her, I'll never leave.
There are 4 of them. The perfect number for an adventuring party.
I mean,
I
Elanor,
have
my
been talking
birthday's
about
coming
doing End to
up.
Hunger side quests.
God,
it
I would
played?
love to side class.
Gaslight.
From the top deck, you hear a raspy female voice with a thick Brevic accent.
I'm gonna turn
call
it
out,
up a little bit for this.
"Welcome aboard, Captain Kai Greywatch. Good to see you. I'd hoped to speak to you in my chambers this evening. Once you're settled." You see only her figure silhouetted against the midday sun, thin with a large tricorn hat, a striking plume festooning from the side of it, gripping the railing with one hand. "Pale Pioneer's not exactly built for comfort, but we'll do what we can. Enjoy your stay. I'll see you for dinner."
Yeah.
They
I love
Yeah.
kind
that.
of like
So they're
kind of
being
mutter almost
transported
into
by
God
the export
and
guild.
like
So
everything
Geb,
settled.
because it's a nation of
Moro,
undead,
you have squared up
they
with
actually
the women
are
in
the
place.
major fruit and
So you
vegetable
must be our
producers
Okay.
expert.
in this world, because they have like zombies essentially running all the farms and
Believe
stuff.
I must
So
be.
they
Nice to
export
meet
fruits
you.
and
I
vegetables,
am
and their
Odessa.
nation is
My family has no
so
surname. We
old
identify ourselves
that
in
they
other
have
ways
the
of life.
magic to be able to keep everything
Ooh,
fresh.
Okay,
For
got
the
it.
So yeah,
That's a cool
Nice to
mechanic.
meet someone who
yeah. So they have
presents
crates
as
that basically
Yeah,
have
I am
like
going to flick
basically
up
cleansed
and down
cuisine
her
cast on them
entire
all the time.
robed form.
So you can ship all over the
Okay.
world. You open it up and it's perfect.
I
So
should
they're
really
actually
have to
staying
leave that
in
choice.
animal pens, cleaned out animal pens,
My
because
other
ghouls,
life has
they love fresh meat.
kept me alive.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
was fun to like usher them down. Here's your quarters, and it's very
This is a
literally
month
like
It's
he
a
has
pen that a
literally,
yeah.
cow used to
20
be.
years since I
Like,
first
here
became
And they're
you
like,
go.
rest.
we're
Like-
we're
Family
fine,
fled
right?
Blackfall when it
Like
was
this
destroyed,
is
and came like so
normal,
many
right?
good Kunarab,
Yeah,
only
because
one has
ghouls,
survived
by
the
and
journey.
large, even the organized
I'm sorry to
ones
hear that.
are, I mean,
May I
evil,
ask you
but they
a
eat
rather
people.
blunt question?
You know,
Yeah.
like
With
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
they're
the
certainly
request for a rather
monsters.
blunt
I mean,
answer.
it's in the name.
We will do what we
Yeah,
can,
basically.
Miss
So
Mora.
this whole sequence was designed to be
Concrete is
off-putting for the
correct.
players.
Okay.
There
Because
is
first
a
of all, the
large
fact that
amount
they're
of
being
lazurite.
put on a ghoul ship unsupervised,
What should we prepare for?
and
What will we
how
be walking
friendly
into?
they are.
I do not
Uh,
complete
You are
this
giving me
segment,
so
but
many
I would like to
ideas
arrive
right now
prepared.
for
Yeah.
this damn live play that I'm gonna submit. Go
appreciate
ahead, keep
it.
going.
Good.
I
So yeah,
myself
so then when
built
she says,
Kunarab
"I'll see you for
to
dinner," so here they're meeting the
uncover,
alchemist who
not
makes the substance.
discover.
Okay. Okay.
So they
Great
know
work
that the
more in
substance has
store
something
for
to
me,
do
it
with ghouls or
seems.
can affect them or neutralize
Whispering
them.
Tyrant is a threat
So
to
that was another
all
thing too. It's like,
life,
okay, so if we're doing
spreading
something
his
that
corruption in
is
quiet
bad for
parts.
ghouls, why are these ghouls
It's
like
not enough to pursue our
working with
individual
us? Like, what's
passions
going
Okay.
on
anymore.
here?
If I can
So
do
if we
some
want to
good,
jump to the
then
dinner
I will.
scene,
Yeah, no,
I have
this
left
this
someone in
dinner
my
scene is
place
the one I
to
mentioned,
Elanor
Sam,
to
where I
serve
just
him
zoned
yeah.
out.
time here in Ruin's Rest.
Let's go.
Something made with fine china and silverware, and a local meal of spicy seafood and peppers, lamb pastries, and date cake. A zombie server fills the
Cameraman
glasses with
Groucho does
wine,
such
want
an
lamb.
opens the
amazing
door for
job.
officers to come into the
The
room,
transitions are
followed by the
sick.
captain.
Like
She
these are
removes her large
great
hat.
transitions.
We
places
just
her
watch
hands
him
of long,
build
clean,
live
toothy
every
claws.
week. It is
Her hat
amazing.
removed reveals a bald, green-veined head. Captain Greywatch wears some makeup to give her face a more flesh-like appearance, and she grins at you as she sits. So, how are you finding my ship? The Pallid Princess is one of the finest in the fleet. There's many a captain who's killed, quite literally, to helm her. Please eat.
I can
Enjoy.
understand why. It truly is lovely. And I'm going to also just like pour kind of like I'm gonna put the glasses down in front of the ghouls and take out my flask of friendship here. It's tradition from my home to offer something from my homeland, and I pour
Yeah,
out a
this
little
was
bit of
the
something for
episode
each of
right
them.
before we got the character art too, because we got
I just wanna
character
turn the
art
tides
recording
into our
session
favor as
too.
much as possible.
Yeah. This'll to either your expectation or your horror.
I love this
What
table.
pours out of your flask of fellowship for these four ghouls is red and vital.
Oh.
And they
What I as
Forgot
it
about
pours out,
that.
I feel like Mara was kind of expecting that. And
Oh, Eleanor, I
you
don't
relax,
gotcha.
Thea, breathe through your mouth.
yeah, it's a magical item that pours out the person's
But
favorite
something that
beverage.
occurs to you, particularly to Mora
So for a
and to
ghoul,
Rachel, as you
it's
all sit
blood?
down to eat.
It's gonna be blood.
While
There
they
will be
are
blood.
doing their best to navigate with their claws,
So yeah, so then they sit down to like this very normal dinner with these ghouls, and ghouls normally are gluttonous, ravenous, you know, they feast and feast and feast, you know, like eating things while they're still alive, you know, kind of thing. So the fact that they're just like eating with forks with their big claws and like making polite conversation, everybody's like,
here you are having a well,
what are we doing here?
Meal. You know, there's grilled fish, there's clay pot cooked vegetables, there's soups, there's, you know, this lovely little spread here that was probably purchased and brought onto the ship from some of the local vendors, and they are happily eating and conversing with you with a patience that is strange.
This is a two-step process. First of all, being the self-serving bitch she is, can I make a medicine check to make sure no one's trying to inadvertently or otherwise poison us?
Yeah.
Well, not the poison, but the murder.
Yeah, the murder
Am I correct in
part.
thinking that would be a medicine, or would you like something else?
Yeah. What's funny about skills is skills are a little bit more defined in terms of like what you can do and what you can't.
13
So like if you want to
I
like
just had
detect
12,
poison or
would
whatever,
be 25.
you know, you can, but usually without
25.
tools, that's
So
pretty tough.
you are
As opposed to with D&D,
sniffing,
it's a little bit
you're
more murky, you know?
tasting little bits, you know, maybe playing
So,
it off as
you know, I think a lot of
getting it
GMs
in
who
okay.
like
There's
no
some things
butt
you're
as a
detecting
response,
also.
Yeah.
You're
we
very much
we
aware
tend to
that
Pathfinder
they're-
GMs do
you've
tend to
only
be a little
just
bit
shoved
no
off.
butt just because we have to be a little bit more fastidious, if only
Right,
because the
right.
whole game is built around that.
And it probably
You know,
wouldn't
because
be
like if I have a character who took a
She still doesn't
feat
trust anybody.
where they can
She's
do
still-
something, yeah,
Part two
very
would
specific,
then
and then I
be,
hand wave it away. Well, what was the whole
what
point? You know, so I
Right.
have
would you
to
like
kind
me
of
to
honor
roll
the player builds.
to kind of rack my brain about
Here, do we want to jump to the
why,
monologue
like,
a little bit?
Yeah,
So they're
I
trying
thought
to
we were
figure it
closer.
out.
being very
It's okay.
personable, chatting. Murrow, I think in this moment,
Is
and
this-
particularly when she
It's been a
says
while
surrounding
since
yourself,
I've seen.
I didn't
There we go.
know what I'd become.
Oh,
And
we
found
kind of.
others like me.
Oh, a little further
the whole
back.
thing.
I'll wait again.
I think we were right
very,
there.
personable
Yeah,
chatting.
yeah.
Murrow, I think in this moment,
Yeah,
and
let's start here.
particularly when
Cool.
she
So,
says surrounding yourself with good people.
The first time around when I ran this, I never got to
it
do
occurs
Captain
to
Kai's
you that
monologue
all of
because
these
the boys
ghouls
didn't
are
ask me
female.
the right questions.
Right.
They just kind of like ate their food and
Queens.
dipped.
Yeah, and
But
Thistle,
So now they're
you start
realizing,
talking about,
oh,
you know,
the
being a
whole
captain
crew
and
is
how difficult
women.
that is and how did you
And
get there.
they're mostly women
And after a
too,
little
so
bit of
they start to develop this
conversation,
rapport. And then Kai is
Captain
ready to
Kai
share her
scratches
backstory.
her bald head with her claws. In life, I was no one. Frightened little whelp. Too scared to dare raise my voice to my husband. Great fat oaf of a man. Barely serve him his breakfast in the morning. I was so nervous I'd whack him with my pan, free myself of him. I prayed to Aristil to make him kind, to make him a good man. A priest, degenerate, told me since I didn't know how to make the man love me, and he'd teach me how to do it properly. So I stopped going to church after that. Then one day, something started eating the cows in the fields. Not the way Wolfpack would, just obliterated the poor beasts. Well, my genius husband says, go out in the fields, take whatever remains is left from the cows, and I don't have to waste my hard-earned money on meat for a while. So I do, making stews and pies and broth from whatever I can butcher. And after a week or two, I find myself just chewing on the skin as I go along.
Oh, you know what?
Swallowing it too. Just so hungry. All the time.
Girl, you okay?
Really? One day when my
She's
husband
very
comes
much
home
not
from supper,
okay.
I've eaten it all. And everything else in the house, and that fat oaf says, well, what is there to eat? I
Boy,
didn't
run.
know what I'd become until I found others like me. And I made my way again, where I knew I'd be protected. I knew I was a monster. I didn't care. Figured it was my turn. I know it's not right, but it's the truth.
Isle takes her hand and just kind of
Why?
like gives her like a very gentle squeeze.
So
kind of as
Kai
if to
and
like say,
her
like, I can see
crewmates,
you.
essentially, they represent women who
Oh, I get
are,
that. I get that.
yeah,
Oh,
What I'm
yeah.
what I'm getting though is
I
um
am
after
so sorry.
somebody tells me that they ate everything, I'm not touching you.
Yeah, yeah. This guy should have seen. He should have seen it coming. He really should have
Like,
seen it
what,
coming.
bruh?
At the same time, though, I unfortunately do have some personal experience with DV, and a lot of times these men just believe they're so in control that they're untouchable.
They get on a
Mhm.
ship like this.
Yeah.
You see
The
world and
idea
realize
of what is monstrous is
Yes.
a
Good
big
life and
theme
unpaid.
in this story.
We belong to an
You know,
organization
and
that call
I'm
ourselves the
glad that like
Dead Alliance.
you know, since this has
Sit
come
underground,
out,
but
you know, like
trying
there
to
have
change
been
things.
some more femme horror stuff
Mhm.
coming out. The new Frankenstein definitely had more of
Thank you.
Yes.
a femme
For
bent
opening
to it. And a lot of people have been talking
Tomorrow's
about
going to start
Jennifer's
Yeah.
body has very much
digging through her
been
bag.
back in the zeitgeist. So I'm glad to see that other people have
He's
been
going to pull
discussing this
out
thing.
Discuss. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
what
the
looks to be
the
a
idea of
small,
what is
almost like a
monstrous
small
versus what
pewter
is a
flower.
response to being treated
Treated.
Just
Yes.
place it
bad,
very
that's
gently in
something we
front of
play
the
with. So
captain.
so Kai's experience and Kai's like
Some
her
of my
initial
suspicions.
embracing of the
Oh, I have
monstrous
my
to be
suspicions about what
powerful
you've been through,
Mhm.
and then working
and we don't need to voice them
through
here.
those
That is
feelings and
yours
then
to
coming
keep.
out the other side
Yeah.
being an advocate for restraint and being an
Right.
advocate for
In order to
healing.
truly
Um,
support
So, and this
that
is
was
when the
gifted
party
to me
finds
by
out that that
someone
substance, while
who,
yes,
like
in
you,
large
also got
quantities, it can
out.
neutralize ghouls, it can neutralize zombies, it
Stronger than you
essentially
think.
Mhm. Mhm.
stupefies them. But in tiny quantities,
If there's
it
one thing I've
sates their
learned,
hunger. It
Right.
quiets
monsters go
that
bump in the
monstrous
night.
The
voice so that they
noise.
can
Yeah.
live
So
normally.
why
Yeah.
Yes,
shouldn't
exactly.
we?
So that's when it becomes personal for the
This
party.
is. I think this is why I like Vampire the
Towards
Masquerade so much, is
tell
because
from your pattern.
it kind of
Cross
explores the idea
paths with
of
us,
the humanity in
swords with us,
monsters,
and
and
Yes.
and
Only in
Well, you
passing.
are
carry
they the
such
way they
stories
are
of
because
mercy
of
and
the
survival.
nature of what they are, or are
Our
they the way they are
priests,
because of what's
they
happened?
tell us every day
Um,
the
like
living yearn
I
for
would say,
death,
the villain doesn't think they're the
because it's
villain.
only we
Not at all.
truly enjoy.
Oh,
Yeah,
you just said my favorite sentence. I love writing villains. I
yeah.
genuinely.
Cassandra's a
hunting.
bitch. So
We
I play
hunt.
Cassandra, and she's a
Yes.
Because
raging
ghouls, the hunger is
bitch.
for flesh.
Uh,
And unlike the
just so you
zombies,
know.
blessed
So if you check
idiots,
out Tabletop Misfits
we
and check
fear
out Night of the Worm,
Night of the
she's not
Worm.
nice.
every
Uh,
second of our
I
unrest.
wanted to go to that live show so
They
bad,
want
but
us
I
to
had my
embrace us
my
like it's a gift,
my
but
shift.
when we
I couldn't
do, we
come.
forget.
it was
We
so
forget
chaotic. Oh,
everything else.
Cassandra was not in that live show. I played Kiriana,
But with
who
this,
Oh, okay.
is Cassandra's
and she
I guess
reaches
henchman,
into her coat
you would say.
Okay.
and
So
She's also
connected.
crazy. But
pulls
yeah, she's
out
also crazy.
a
Um
brooch.
That's so fun.
but she's
And on
she's
one
less of a
side,
bitch.
it is the death head
She's
mark,
more
which is the
crazy
symbol of
than
her
bitch.
Batoa. And then
Completely.
she flips it,
But yeah, so Kai
and you
very much is
see
like the heart
embedded
Yeah,
of
is
yeah.
another
of the
piece of artificial
story,
lazarite.
and she really is setting the
Mhm,
table for
mhm,
like
This
what the themes of the AP are
is
going to be
gone.
about, and so this is her showing
We
them
self-admit
Right.
too, we've worked for
the
decades to reject
the
those screams
Lazarites
inside
The
our
la-
is the
right.
heads
so
to fear.
most Pathfinder
Our
APs
best effort given
follow a
us
similar
peace.
pattern where
Okay.
Never be able to
usually
repay
they
her for
create
what
a
she's done.
new thing, so either it's a new
Mhm,
like magical item or a substance or something like that,
Do what I
mhm,
can
mhm.
to
and
keep
then
her safe for
you as
you.
the party, and then like
But
things
where we
happen,
go,
right? So there's a
I
cascading
cannot promise an
domino
outcome.
effect of things that happen, and generally in an AP the
And
players
I'll
will
admit,
see
my
like
reasons are not
the sixth
fully
domino
altruistic.
fall, right?
Also, this
Oh.
isn't
Something that like
the
affects
direction I'm
them
running. We want the
tangentially,
pieces
and then
to
they
meet
follow the
every member
trail
of the
back,
Quick
and
Dead
eventually
Alliance
they
we
find
need.
the big bad.
But in
So
time,
when I was
enough
designing
of
my
it
first
around,
like real campaign, because the
give
other
the
campaign I
combined
ran was
effect
much more
will start to work on
sandbox.
others.
Right,
They'll
right.
turn
This
away
was
from
a
the teachings of
story,
living.
so I tried to model it on that. So that's why I started with
While I
artificial
do think he
lazarite,
approaches the world
which
with
so that's a
stars in
new
his eyes
substance, a new
sometimes, if there's one
mineral
thing I know,
with its own
Count
properties,
Emmerich
and then
Wargrave is a good
as the
man.
party goes, they're getting closer
You
and
do him a
closer to the
favor,
heart
he'll do you one back.
what the story is,
The
and the things that
negotiation
have
will
been
be up
set
to
in
you,
motion
but I do
almost
think there's a
1,000 years
chance.
ago.
I love that.
Might not
Yeah,
be
it's
the
been fun. And
best debater in the world.
the
but
I definitely want to do a compilation once like
oh, the
certain things are
patience
revealed of like
that anyone
the
puts in.
seeds that I've been planting this whole time, or especially when they say something where I'm
Laura's
like,
said her piece,
I'll
and
I'll
she's
say
going
it to
to kind
Groucho
of.
because he's
She's
gone through the
sitting
story
back, and
before.
now
I'll
she's
be like,
fascinated.
it's
She's
pretty thematically relevant,
she's
huh?
really watching.
I
So,
am
are
very
there
well
any
aware.
plans? Are there any plans to
the,
bring
the,
this
the
to like
math
a
is
live
happening.
play at a con somewhere?
I would
Yeah, and
love
they are
to. The
happy
issue
to
is
share
one of
their
our
stories with
players
you,
is
and they all
Canadian.
take on that similar
Yeah.
vein
Steve!
of
No, I'm just joking.
there was a power
I
in
would
I
love
wouldn't
to
I wouldn't mind
bring.
going to Toronto.
that was
Or
sorely
Vancouver.
Yeah,
missing from
screw it.
Vancouver.
Where is she in Vancouver, Toronto?
with
She's
time,
east
No,
side.
she's in
with
she's in
perseverance, they have
Manitoba.
found
Got
a
you.
So
way
kind of like Colorado
back
style.
to
Okay, okay.
I
a
would
balance, a
love
healthy
to
balance
do
of
any live
having
show.
power and
Honestly, I've
mastery
worked
New
over
in.
Brunswick.
yourself
Dawn,
without
don't hurt me.
having to rip it
We'll ask her next.
violently
I
from
see
people.
her probably before we record again. I'll ask her during her learn to play.
Okay.
Oh, Cookie Mon Steve!
It's Steve!
It's
Hello.
Steve.
Do you have a minute?
Huzzah! Cheers for
Hi,
me.
Steve. Yes, in this actual play that we're doing commentary to, Dawn, who plays Wick
We
Bloomberry, is also
started
Canadian.
Off this leg of
Yes.
the
And I'm
journey
half,
on
so that kind of counts.
less
But you're
than
not in
ideal-
Canada. You're not in Canada.
No, I am not. I'm very close.
Returns, yes.
My grandmother was Canadian, but that
And
was back when you could
given
only
that we're
have
going to be
one
traveling together for a
citizenship.
while,
So she gave up her
I
Canadian citizenship
wanted
to marry my
to
grandfather, and I'm
extend
just
the
kind of like, we
proverbial
could have
olive
made better
branch
life
a bit more,
choices.
If you'll
We
Mhm.
could
hear
have
me
made
out.
better life choices.
Right.
It's hilarious.
From a clutch.
Listen,
Yeah, so
I could have
this
been
is
Canadian,
what
okay?
looks like
You
a
could've.
small carved
Yeah, so these two,
I must
like I
say
said,
it
like that
is
you're
a
not my
small
mom the thing.
carved
They've had
Oh,
very
yeah.
interesting,
butterfly
the
with a
oldest
little
character and the
stone
youngest
or
You're not my
character.
mom.
like a little wooden butterfly
Yeah.
that's been stained black. with,
So,
um,
Cinza
carefully
is,
lacquered to create
yes,
some, like,
22.
Cinza's the only
bright spots on its
character,
wings,
yes,
but it's broken
Cinza's
cleanly,
the only
like, split
character
in
whose
half.
character class is
Um,
like wholly
and she
original.
extends it in
She is a
her fingers, like
thaumaturge.
expecting Mara to
Mhm.
hold her palm out for
So
it, and when she
thaumaturge
does,
is
she'll
a
deposit it in
charisma-based
her hand.
martial
And
class
this is
Um,
her-
where
what is it?
through the power of their own
is-
self-belief, they're
Mhm.
able to
Consider it
manipulate the occult forces of the
a-
world to their advantage.
Mm.
So while they have
Consider it
no
an
inherent
agreement.
magical aptitude,
You
they are able to
said that
manipulate
you would,
occult magic to do their
if push
bidding.
came to
So
shove,
they might be
you
able
could
to
choose
use
yourself
magical
first.
items, like scrolls and stuff.
And
They can
So like an
I don't
infuse.
blame
alchemist,
anybody for wanting
sorcerer,
to put their own
paladin
safety
Yeah.
above
ish.
Mhm.
I think that's a
couple
great
pieces of gold
diagnosis.
or whatever.
Yeah, and then of course the rogue,
But with this,
similar, cleric,
this
similar,
agreement
and then
Right.
Thistle as the witch.
will.
Witch is analogous to warlock because they both have
It says that
patrons and they get magic
I
through their
would
patrons,
choose
but
you
all
two
witches have familiars and not all
if you
warlocks
would
do. And
also
witches
choose
are
me.
actually intelligence-based casters
This is
rather
not
than
at all the direction
Charisma
that
based,
I was
charisma
okay.
based.
to go.
So when they make a pact with a
Um,
patron, it
she,
is a
for once in her life,
pupil
she's
pupil
a
teacher
little
relationship
speechless.
Mhm,
as
mhm.
opposed to like a sugar daddy
A
relationship,
sugar
basically.
daddy.
Listen,
If
warlocks are
Cinza
okay.
notices, I think she chooses not to show
Wizards,
it because it's
magical
that's
nerds.
not the point of this.
Sorcerers,
Um,
magical trust fund babies.
she kinda does smile,
Warlocks,
it's a genuine
magical
smile.
sugar babies.
First of
I
all,
just
Basically,
don't
yeah.
think that
sorcerers
this team is going to work.
are
We're not
just
going to accomplish
inherent
our goal
geniuses.
if we can't
Shut
trust
up.
one another to look out for each other.
I do
You're
like a
born with
sorcerer.
magic. It's a trust fund
And-
baby.
Will allow us.
and-
At least one of
and-
the at least one
be
of
a
the
little
bosses
closer
in
when
this
it comes
game
to
is a
helping
sorcerer. I'm
each
not gonna
other
say
out,
who,
if possible.
but whatever.
And
Go ahead, Sam.
I mean, you can say whatever you want,
I think you'll
Eleanor.
find that I am easier
Please,
to
Sam,
lead and
before I say
easier
more.
for me to lead you.
Wizards
And
are
mechanically, for your benefit,
the
what this means is
the
that
work
any
hard,
spells
blue
you
collar
have
of
that you
magic.
could
They
potentially
have to
cast on
they have
me
to
with a range of
study
touch,
for
you can now
years
cast
to
on me within a range
master
of
their
30 feet.
craft and their
Given that you
art
are a
and go
healer,
to
I
college
suspect
and
that
do the
will make
things to be able to
casting,
be
you will now
what
have
they
to
need to
expend, I
be
think, the
to be
extra
magic
actions to cast the heal
wizards.
spell on you
Warlocks
if you are choosing to do so.
are
So you
Absolutely.
could, as long as
teachers'
we're
pets.
within 30 feet of each
That's
other,
it.
you could
Okay.
cast
Basically.
heal for one
And
action
witches
on
being
me.
intelligence-based
And by that same
casters,
token,
it makes a
Cinza
really
can
fun
cast touch
dynamic with the
spells that she
wizard
has the skill
because
for
often the wizard becomes
so
the
that is her
character
way
who
of
is
saying,
privileged enough
"Here,
to
we'll help each
find
other.
mortal
I'm
patrons to
sorry."
teach them magic, whereas the witch does not
Ooh,
have the
saying all the
opportunity.
breath
So
of
it's
my own.
it's like someone from the beyond
It's not
reaches to
Right,
them and says,
right.
"Look,
but if you
life
want
isn't
to.
giving you this relationship.
I feel
I
like
Yeah.
will
I've
be
misunderstood
this
why.
person." And the witch's
I
goal
was
is to
trying
get
to.
powerful enough to join their patron
Yeah.
in whatever ethereal realm where they live.
Just want to do
Because
a
several
quick
hundred years
time
ago,
check. We are
I was
about half an hour out from when
Well,
Sam
Yep.
wanted to be able to go to bed.
Actually, I
Eleanor,
think
is there?
we're 5 minutes out. We
We're
had to
5
do a
minutes
little
out.
bit of adjustment.
There's
Yeah.
a corpse.
That's okay.
Did I get my
with
math
fading
wrong?
magic pushed
No,
into
you
it.
didn't.
No, you did not.
The
We-
ground will not
Cool.
Secret side
Eleanor,
chat.
is there anything that you want
Please
to
pay the
skip
price
to?
for my mistake. I don't want you to pay the price for my
Let's
sins.
meet Radia.
Ooh, who's Radia?
My
So
favorite
Radia
ship.
is the yes. So Radia is the girl who Sinza met when they were both 12 and left a very
Dragon.
strong impression. Oh, the dragon. So that's Gervlin. So Gervlin is actually an NPC from the Pathfinder world who I've brought in. They are a great worm omen dragon, and they will share portents with literally whoever. They're not on any side. They just show up places. They're like, I had a vision about you. Bye.
Like, hey, some really crap shit's about to happen. Say ya. You're like,
Literally,
wait, what?
No, legitimately. Like, I think our
Like, what do
witch
you
was like
mean?
elbow deep in the mud trying to pick up
Yes.
her alligator. This dragon appears, and we're all just like, what the fuck?
Like,
Completely.
oh, hey, I'm a dragon. Just letting you know,
Yeah.
some really messed up shit's about to happen to you in like 20 minutes. Okay, gotta go. Bye. Wait,
Rawr.
Basically. So Gervlin's role in the story is a little bit more, he's a little bit more invested in the story than he is in the Pathfinder universe, but that's just because, you know, I want to make all the NPCs love me. So I have to pull them in. So Radia is now the Baroness. Her husband, or not her husband, her father died 5 months ago, so she's still in official mourning. So we've been building up and building up and building up, like scenes of meeting
Okay.
Radia, and they haven't seen each other since they were kids, and how does she feel about that? And so they had to wait in the waiting room for like over an hour. Like I made them wait so long to actually meet her. Like the fire is sputtering. All the doors are magically locked.
She can open
Right.
without
There's no way out. The front door's
getting in
locked. There's
trouble
no
for going
servants.
cover.
Nobody's around. They're just sitting there like anticipating
Thanks,
what is going to
I
happen.
wanted to ask you
And
first
and
foremost, what
Nikki
it's all
is
saved.
says to me like, "No, this is gothic
Also,
horror. This is just what
you know,
happens. Like we just
This is
got
what happens. This is
we just got to roll with it."
Go
if
with
I
it.
exhibit any
Go with it.
weakness,
It's fine.
Please forgive.
You'll love it. I promise.
We've met before.
Oh, yes.
Sinzadu Khan, and again another bow. And you came. I'm not sure if you remember, but you came to the Moncrief estate. when
That's
we were
rude, Steve.
children, and we spent
I
some
will
time
be.
together.
Don't
Oh, yes.
hush.
Count Moncrief was good to
Eve.
write me, often reminding me of.
So Radia is
Pathfinder.
small. She's
So moral.
slight. She has
You are the first to marry
glasses. She's very
a portrait
bookish
of
type.
a woman who
and
looks very
has
similar to
some sort
Radia,
of
with
strong
much more
connection to
daring
magic that
ostentatious
Sinza is desperate to
clothing.
try to
Red satin
suss
fabric
out.
trimmed with ermine.
And then now in the
Painted in
portrait
such a way
gallery,
that
they
makes you feel
see
touchable
this
and
painting
alive.
of a woman who
The woman
looks
rests
almost
her hand on the
identical to
neck of a
Radia and
small
yet
boy with
is
intense
a little bit
green
older
eyes,
and
dark
much
curly
more
hair,
like
black
sensual and
Right,
in
right, right.
command. You know, so it's turns out to be her great great grandmother. And one of the major plot threads that they start pulling at is her life story and some of the things that she has done, you know, almost 200 years ago, when it was her time to rule. And this young child, Davrowan, they learn more about, because they learned that that child, while being the firstborn, did not become the Baron. So
You will notice-
learning
so
what
Laura was the
happened
first, but
to
yes, each
to
of you
him is
subsequently
also
will
part of
notice
the
Laura
storyline.
fixated by
So
this painting
we'll
and
see
then,
what role these
get the
characters
same
from the
assessment
past
from looking
play
at it.
in the present as we move forward.
Lady Radia, this
But yeah, did you love how
Just so
Groucho did
everyone's a-
the paintings?
sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh God, they're
it's
so cool.
gorgeous.
Oh, yes. Now, this is a painting I have studied. My great-great-grandmother, Ayana Vidya,
Genuinely.
So cool.
My
Like,
father
the
told me
whole
that
thing is
every few
so nicely
generations our
done.
family has
They're gorgeous.
such a twin across time.
Every
Perhaps
time
it was only a story, but
I
who
get
knows?
to just watch
Love
Groucho
is
build,
an
it is
integral art
fascinating.
What do you say, Miss Thistle?
Like, I don't know if our wonderful cameraman is watching or can hear me, but major, major props to Game Daddy, because we've got Game Mommy and Game Daddy.
It's always been so beautiful.
That's right. That's what GM stands for.
It's Game Mommy. And then if we get off task too much, she takes away Game Mommy privileges until we get our plot done.
That's right.
I drop in like all sorts of nonsense. So listen, if you ever catch me to actually GM a game for you, which usually happens at a con, and you're off target,
And the child,
whether
Davrowan,
and or
she had a
and
young,
or
not
the
much older than
biggest
I am now,
fucking dragon I can
but a
find
second out
is
of
gonna put you back
succeed
on
her as
target.
the next
That's
baron.
how that works.
She had
Well,
access
hopefully
to
I'll
As
be
it
able
should.
to experience that at PAX U.
Yes.
Um,
we can say
but-
PAX U
yeah.
may be my first ever gaming convention.
argument.
For someone who's
Let's
been
go.
doing
I'm
Comic
so
Cons for
excited.
over a decade, girl's never been to a game con.
Let's go. We're gonna
We'll
have
get
a
you there.
blast. It's gonna be so much fun. I have to
Yeah.
get a
This
hotel.
is
Yes.
also
So,
very
yes.
strongly
So,
Honestly, I haven't even
let's go
started
ahead
looking
and-
at hotels yet. Let's go
Let's
ahead and
call
pause
it
this.
here. But yeah, Sam, I mean, what a thrill. What a thrill to be able to show you this, to show you what I've been blabbering on about.
It's so good. It's so. Listen. I said this before. I will keep saying it until I play Pathfinder. I can say whatever I want about Pathfinder. That being said, I think this is a cool game. I think it's a cool story. I love the fact
Yo.
that full on monologues and then go ahead and touch the flesh eating goblin. That's fine. Cool. I love that. That's
Later,
cool
they
story.
touch ghosts.
We do. We touch a lot of things.
Why?
Listen, I've got this habit of touching things for the plot.
She was really nice, to be fair. I could be a sweet old lady if I want to.
I'm just saying, like, we need to talk about the touching. Like, just okay.
I'm honoring the
We-
tradition of my people
This is a
and
twofer
going to
because-
investigate the
This
noise.
is a twofer. I will be back because I have questions.
So many questions.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Yes, I won a whole bunch of lore questions for you, Sam.
I
They're
have
like, what did this
questions.
mean?
'Cause
Who is this
Why are
person?
we touching?
Why are we
why
touching ghosts?
Touching ghosts?
Because I can.
Like, we went from touching the lady that was eating raw flesh to touching ghosts.
In her defense, she doesn't eat raw
Yeah.
flesh, like, in front of us.
Yeah.
Once again, I have been Harlequin Grey of Harlequin's Hallowed Hearts. I would like to say thank you to our Crit Award nominated GM, Elanor Smith, and our 3-time Crit Award nominated co-streamer, Classic Sam. Thank you so much, everybody. We will be back with a second part. We don't know when yet. Just keep an eye on the socials, and we will get that announced. Does anybody have anything they want to plug before we hit the go button?
I probably do.
Yeah, go for it.
But I always forget. Yeah, I'm gonna be over on Don't Kill My Character on Wednesday at 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing Rhyme, who is a superhero who does shenanigans. And then on the 15th, I'll be interviewing Sean Winningham. Who is Sean Winningham, you ask?
Ooh.
Crit Hit the Giant is going to be
Oh,
on the channel
yes.
for an interview at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Cannot wait for that to happen. Super excited. I can't wait to come back here and do the second half of this because this is so much fun. Thank you guys for having me. This is amazing.
You are welcome. We are thrilled to have you here. I'll be in New Orleans tomorrow on the Bad Ideas channel with Dungeon Samster of Tabletop Misfits and some amazing players. And then I'm actually going to be making my debut on Friday on the Folk and Myths channel,
Yay!
playing Cult Asphyx. That's going to be run by Bleak Season, and I'm going to be joined by the incredible Mario the Unbound, who I've gotten the honor to play with before, and Moxie Blue, who I'll be playing with for the first time. So
Ooh.
I hope you come join us for a fun-filled romp in space. We're absolutely not going to go crazy. Don't even worry about it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sam has enough snap fans for all of us. It'll be fine.
I'll show my broken one. To be fair, this is a wedding favor that I got from one of my best friend's weddings in 2012, 2011, something like that. She actually got married at Epcot.
Love
She got married
that.
in Japan. So
Nice.
hence
Okay.
fans. Yes. And
Also,
Goofy,
for the
yeah,
people
Goofy
in
did her
chat,
father-daughter
do not
dance.
listen to Steve. Steve is an amazing AP performer over on Dead Aussie Gamers channel, playing Pathfinder.
Steve, when are we gonna play Pathfinder? I feel like this is the
Steve,
second
come
time
play
I've said
Pathfinder
this.
with me. Steve, come play Pathfinder with me. Steve, come play Pathfinder with me.
Steve.
And with that, as I say at the end of almost every stream, games are for everyone. If you want to play, do it. And if you don't know how, we will teach you. Have a wonderful night, everybody.